Welcome to episode 1 on the topic friendships. I don't know how many episodes we're gonna have, but let's get to yapping. Let's get to talking. Let's talk about it. So, before I begin, I thought it was very important that I share a little backstory, just background about myself that might help you understand why I see friendships from this angle. So, I am an only child, and growing up, I was surrounded by cousins and aunts, and I think that, didn't I didn't really feel lonely because I was well surrounded. However, I think still being an only child in some way makes me more open to relating with people and actually cultivating meaningful, important relationships outside of people that are not necessarily connected to me by blood. So I think, and I bring this up because compared to someone else who might have a sister and they're like, I don't need you. Or people who have multiple sisters, like 3 sisters, and they're like, I really don't need you. Like, I don't have to be your friend. I'm Gucci, right? So for me, I think that only child factor makes me just naturally more open, bigger heart for friends. So one mindset that I know that is very, very important for us to maintain long-term relationships, healthy relationships, is first commitment. Because from what I'm seeing on social media or what I'm hearing, we're so quick to dismiss and cut off everyone that just offends us, even in the small things. I had a young lady say, you show up, I wear red scarf, you wear red scarf, tomorrow I'm cutting you off. Why? Have you never seen something on your friend and you're like, oh, that's cute. I'm gonna rock it. I'm gonna get something like that. And look, I totally understand meeting someone for a few times and realizing we're not aligned. We see life differently. We have different values. Our friendship would not survive. So there's no point, right? But I'm talking about people that you have chosen and decided that you wanted to do life with, right? And now they offend you and you're quickly cutting them off, quickly abandoning the relationship. No. Sisters, friendship is not easy. It's not a walk in the park. But once we've decided that we're going to be committed to certain friendships, I do think we should make every effort to maintain that commitment. Now, I'm not talking about toxic relationships. I'm not talking about those friends who refuse to listen, who have zero plans of changing, who don't care to do better for your friendship to thrive, who dismiss your feelings, who are not considerate, who pretty much tell you go screw yourself. No, not those. I'm talking about friendships that you once believed had your best interest at heart, but somehow they managed to hurt your feelings. How do we move forward from that? And I think we always have to go back to commitment. And that means, how committed are we to, coming to a resolution? How committed are we to having those really difficult conversations? Or, choosing to try and find understanding rather than walking away so easily. Over the last 10 years, I've had a lot of friends get married. And I'll say one of the things that I've noticed is that some of the things that they're having to work through in their marriages, they've kind of had to work through some of those things in their friendships as well. What's my point? Friendship prepares us, and friendship makes us better human beings. Having difficulty in our friendships or any form of conflict is not a sign of failure. It makes us human. Because the truth is, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. And thankfully, I've been able to navigate a lot of my friendships through grace and forgiveness over the years. Because if we're not willing to do that, then what is the point? What's the point of friendship? Because perfection cannot be expected, but offense, yes. So we know this is something we'll have to deal with at some point. Are we prepared? Are we committed enough to overcome those things when they do show up? So in a world where people are quick to cut people off, cheers to commitment, loyalty, effort, and grace. in abundance.